Good morning, class. Doping, using prohibited substances or methods to enhance athletic performance, is one of the biggest threats to fair play in sports. Nigeria has been affected. Some Nigerian athletes have faced bans after testing positive for prohibited substances, and the Nigeria Anti-Doping Agency, NERDC, was established to combat this. Globally, the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, coordinates the fight against doping. WAEC regularly examines doping in sports because it is a central issue in sport ethics and health. Today you will understand what doping is, why it is banned, what WADA prohibits, and the consequences for athletes who dope. Doping is defined as the presence in an athlete's body of a prohibited substance, the use of a prohibited method, or a violation of the World Anti-Doping Code. Why athletes dope? To build muscle mass and strength faster, anabolic steroids. To increase endurance by boosting red blood cell count, EPO, blood doping. To mask pain and compete through injury, analgesics. To reduce body weight quickly, diuretics. To reduce anxiety and steady hands in precision sports, beta blockers. To recover faster from training, growth hormone. Why doping is banned? 3 criteria. WADA prohibits substances if they meet at least 2. 1. Performance enhancing. The substance or method artificially improves performance. 2. Harmful to health. The substance causes or risks serious harm to the athlete's health. 3. Against the spirit of sport. It violates the values of fair play, honesty, and natural talent. The spirit of sport includes fair play, excellence in performance, health, character and education, fun and joy, teamwork, dedication and commitment, respect for rules and laws, respect for others, courage, community and solidarity. WADA publishes the prohibited list every year, listing all banned substances and methods. You must know the main categories for WAEC. Category 1, Anabolic agents. Anabolic androgenic steroids, AAS, synthetic forms of testosterone. Build muscle mass and strength. Examples: nandrolone, stanozolol, testosterone in excessive doses. Side effects: heart disease, liver damage, infertility, acne, hormonal disruption. In young people, can stunt growth. Nigerian context: some NPFL players and athletes have been banned for anabolic steroid use. Category 2, peptide hormones, growth factors, related substances. Erythropoietin, EPO, a hormone that increases red blood cell production, boosting oxygen delivery to muscles. Widely abused in cycling, Tour de France scandals, and long-distance running. Human growth hormone, HGH, promotes muscle growth and fat loss. Very difficult to detect. Insulin can be abused to promote muscle glycogen storage. Category 3, beta-2 agonist. Drugs used to treat asthma, bronchodilators. Salbutamol is the most common. Some asthmatic athletes have therapeutic use exemptions, TUEs, that allow them to use these medically. Category 4, hormone and metabolic modulators. Substances that affect hormone levels, metabolism, or muscle growth. Include SARMs, selective androgen receptor modulators, increasingly abused in Nigerian amateur sport. Category 5, diuretics and masking agents. Diuretics increase urine production, used to reduce weight quickly or to dilute samples to mask other drug use. Banned because of health risks, dehydration, electrolyte imbalance. Category 6, stimulants, in competition only. Amphetamines, cocaine, methylphenidate, increase alertness and reduce fatigue. Highly addictive and dangerous at high doses. Caffeine, no longer prohibited, removed in 2004, but excessive use is monitored. Category 7, narcotics, in competition only. Morphine, heroin, oxycodone. Powerful painkillers that can allow athletes to compete through dangerous injuries. Category 8, cannabinoids, in competition only. Cannabis, marijuana, THC. Prohibited in competition. CBD, cannabidiol, is no longer prohibited. Category 9, glucocorticoids, in competition only. Anti-inflammatory steroids can mask injury pain and allow athletes to perform beyond safe limits. Prohibited methods: blood doping, transfusing extra blood, own or another's, to increase red blood cell count and oxygen delivery. Manipulation of blood or urine samples, substituting clean samples, using catheters to replace urine. Gene doping, altering genes to enhance sport performance. Currently rare but growing concern. The World Anti-Doping Code specifies penalties for anti-doping rule violations, ADRVs. Consequences of doping. First offense, 4-year ban from all competition, standard for most substances. Reduced to 2 years if the athlete can prove no significant fault. For some specified substances, those more likely to be taken inadvertently, 2-year ban, reducible to 1 year. Second offense, lifetime ban from all competition. Disqualification of all results from the date of the doping violation, medals, records stripped. Return of all prize money earned during the violation period. Public naming and shaming through WADA's anti-doping database. Testing procedure. In competition testing, sample collected at competitions. Out of competition testing, athletes in registered testing pools must report their whereabouts, location, so they can be tested unannounced at any time. Missing 3 tests in 12 months is treated as an anti-doping rule violation. Sample collection: a urine sample is collected, split into A and B samples. Blood samples also collected for EPO and blood passport. Chain of custody: the sample is sealed and tracked to prevent tampering. Analysis: WADA-accredited laboratories only, no lab in Nigeria currently. Samples are sent to Lausanne or Johannesburg. B sample: if the A sample is positive, the athlete can request the B sample be tested independently. The athlete biological passport, ABP, monitors an athlete's biological markers over time. Changes in blood values can indicate doping even without detecting a specific substance. Therapeutic use exemptions: TUEs athletes with genuine medical conditions, asthma, diabetes, ADHD, may apply for a TUE to use an otherwise prohibited substance for therapeutic purposes. Let us review WAEC examination questions. Question 1. Define doping in sport and state 3 reasons why it is banned. Answer: doping is the presence of a prohibited substance in an athlete's body, the use of a prohibited method, or any violation of the World Anti-Doping Code. 3 reasons it is banned. 1. It provides an unfair artificial advantage over clean athletes. 2. Most prohibited substances cause serious harm to the athlete's health. 3. It violates the spirit of sport, values of fair play, natural talent, and honesty. Question 2. Name and briefly describe 3 categories on WADA's prohibited list. Answer: 1. Anabolic agents, synthetic steroids like nandrolone that build muscle mass artificially. Health risks include heart disease and hormonal damage. 2. Peptide hormones, EPO increases red blood cell count to boost endurance. Growth hormone promotes muscle growth. 3. Stimulants, amphetamines and cocaine increase alertness and reduce fatigue, highly addictive and dangerous. Question 3. What is blood doping and why is it prohibited? Answer: blood doping involves transfusing extra blood, either the athlete's own previously stored blood or another person's blood, to increase the red blood cell count in the body. This increases the oxygen-carrying capacity of the blood and improves endurance performance. It is prohibited because it violates fair play, can cause blood clotting, stroke, heart failure, and carries risk of disease transmission from another person's blood. Question 4. What is a therapeutic use exemption, TUE, in anti-doping? Answer: a TUE is an exemption granted to an athlete who has a genuine medical condition requiring the use of a substance that would otherwise be prohibited. The athlete must apply to their national anti-doping organization with medical documentation from a qualified physician. Conditions that may require TUEs include asthma, needing beta-2 agonist, diabetes, insulin, and ADHD. stimulants. Question 5. State the standard penalty for a first anti-doping rule violation and 2 additional consequences besides the ban. Answer. The standard penalty for a first ADRV is a 4-year suspension from all competition, reducible to 2 years if no significant fault is established. Additional consequences: 1. Disqualification and loss of all results, medals, and records dating from the doping violation. 2. Return of all prize money and bonuses earned during the violation period. Clean sport is the only sport worth celebrating. Nigeria's athletes who succeed without doping, Blessing Okagbe's natural speed, Tigress's dedication, our marathon runners, are the true heroes. Represent Nigeria with integrity. Powered by Lightech Academy, academy.lightech.com.ng. NERDC-approved SS1 Physical Education.